First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
On second down, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now back out comes the offense. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
On second down, Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Left.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got a first down and more past the 30.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. A big 30-yard play on third. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Detroit!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 40.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And somebody should...
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Slow. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Left.
Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mahomes is going to run the option left, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. To Barkley on the check down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they? Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks. And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born,
If your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pitch goes to Barkley. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A handoff to Barkley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And Hill with it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Rosen on first and 10. Room to run inside the 40. Throws right side, and that's complete. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On play action, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking deep now for McCoy. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Slow. Ace. Slow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And
under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in air. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they rattle off a big one. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And this is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. And now it's Rosen looking. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Green 90. Green 90. Z.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got 3. You got 3. 3 down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now look
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, Rosen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch you now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. And he finds his man Griffin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a